The next thing we're going to do is go through a demonstration of the new features of all of the J-Series backhoes. TMC and Tool Care are very exciting. We're going to get into that in a minute. But every machine has some new, from the 310J all the way through the 710J. As we go through these features and the machine updates, let's keep a couple things in mind. Number one is that stick theme. What were those items again? S, service, yes. T, TMC and Tool Care. How about I? Innovate, yes. C, choices, control choices, lots of good things there. How about the K? Comfort. So keep all those things in mind. And also keep in mind we're going to be sticking it to the competition. The next thing we're going to keep in mind is the One Smart Backhoe theme. These machines, not only are they innovative, they anticipate operator demands, they anticipate what the operator would like to do next. So we're going to show some of those things right now. Let's get underway with a little bit of a race. We're going to stick it to the competition, specifically Caterpillar. As we get started, we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to have a second gear wide open throttle race. The J-Series machine, the 310J, had a 10-foot head start. As we watch these two machines, the Caterpillar 416E is following the Deere machine. You'll notice on the flat ground, the Deere has already pulled away a little bit. As we hit the hill, it's going to pull away even farther. Second gear is the workhorse gear of a backhoe. That is where the operator spends a lot of time crowding the stockpile, loading trucks, unloading trucks with the tool carrier, and traversing the job site. We started with a 10-foot lead. What would you say that is now? And that's just over flat level ground. As we hit the hill, the Cat is really going to distance itself. We'll be up at about 35 to 40 feet as we get the top of that berm. Lots of updates in the powertrain of all the J-Series backhoes. A new rear axle, a new front axle, a new transmission. That rear axle in the J-Series backhoe is designed with uptime in mind. The differential is larger. The oil in the axle is running cooler, 4 to 5 degrees cooler. The front axle has been beefed up as well. The differential is bigger. The lower kingpins are larger to handle the stresses of those intense applications. The transmission, completely new. They're all power shift from the 310J on up. That's standard equipment. That's an industry exclusive in that size machine right there in the 310J. Lots of great stuff in the powertrain. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to pull the 310J in and talk about some of those smart features in J-Series backhoes. Lori Glenzer from the training center is going to pull that 310J in, and we're going to go over a couple things. She's going to raise it up using the loader bucket, using the stabilizers, and we're going to talk about that power shift transmission and the four-wheel drive. Okay, she's completely off the ground. First thing we're going to do is engage four-wheel drive. That four-wheel drive in the J-Series backhoes is completely clutch engaged. That's a great update for us. You can do that on the fly. You can do that under load. That's great. She's in first gear right now. We're going to have her cycle through first, second, third, and fourth, all with four-wheel drive engaged. Let's see what happens. Oh, she's in second. Go to second. Okay. Smooth shifting, power shift transmission. Easy on the operator, twist grip, no foot on the floor, no clutch button. Very easy to do. She's going to go up to third gear. Now, when we transition from third to fourth, a couple unique things are going to happen. One of those smart features. When we shift into fourth gear, we're actually going to automatically disengage four-wheel drive, saving powertrain wear, tire wear, all that stuff. Even if the operator forgets, leaves four-wheel drive on, takes off down the road in fourth gear, we're going to automatically shut that off. I'd say that's one smart backhoe, so let's watch. The other thing that's going to happen, when she hits the brake, four-wheel drive comes back on. That's great. Four-wheel braking, heading down a hill, great stopping power. That happens automatically. So let's have a watch here. Disengages, and then it reapplies. So four-wheel drive, when she went to fourth gear, you saw the front tires slow down. When she hit the brake, came back on. Great update. We're going to get her out of here. We're going to bring in a couple more machines. Everybody's already noticed the new paint scheme. We're lining up with the rest of the products, the four-wheel drive loaders with the gray loader arms, the excavators with the gray backhoe boom arm. We've got a couple exciting machines to show you today, and one of them is the tool carrier. We haven't offered a dedicated tool carrier before. We've let Cat play alone in that IT market. We've got something for you to sell. Tool carrier is available on 310SJ, 410J. When you get a tool carrier, you get the full-blown TMC package. A couple things are important to tool carrier customers. One of them is a dedicated coupler. Versatility with different attachments, forks, general purpose buckets, multi-purpose buckets, anything you can think of. Another thing that's important that we weren't able to offer customers with the G-Series machine is parallel lift. That's great for loading trucks, unloading pallets off trucks. We've got it now. And we've got it in spades, and we're going to go through a little demo right now of parallel lift. This is the 310SJ tool carrier versus that 420E IT. Let's see how parallel the Cat really is. Of course, we do that parallel feature electronically. That's part of the One Smart Backhoe. That's part of the electro-hydraulic innovative control functions. As the operator brings that loader back, the bucket automatically compensates, or in this case the forks, and keeps it level. See that? The Cat's rolled back. Which machine would you rather unload a pallet off a truck with, the Deere or the Caterpillar? The Deere machine stays level throughout the loader boom cycle. The next thing we're going to do is bring out a couple plumbers. We're going to load up these machines with pipe. This is cast iron pipe, about 400 pounds per length. A couple strong plumbers out here. Looks good. We're simulating unloading a truck right now, approximately 4-foot truck height. What we're going to do, get everybody situated, get their forks nice and level so they have it. Rick, I'm going to have you dump just a little. Dump it just a little. Looks good. Now we're going to drop that pipe to the ground, simulating unloading a truck. Watch what happens to the Cat machine. Rolls right off. So you saw when we went through the loader boom up, we saw the forks roll back, and in loader boom down, we saw the forks roll forward, and the Deere machine stayed nice and level. Great. Okay, we're going to dump both those pipes out, put them back up. Scott and Lori have been lifting a lot of weights so they could be a part of this demo, so thanks, guys. Next thing we're going to do is show you some of the automated functions in the tool carrier. We learned a lot from our friends in the J-Series four-wheel drive loaders. They do the front end best, so we thought, well, steal blatantly from them. We've got boom height kick out in these machines now. Pull the loader lever back, automatic detent right to the preset height the operator determined. To change that, all Rick has to do is reach over in the sealed switch module, press and hold the new height he wants. Let's say this is the height of the truck that he's unloading. Brings it back in the detent, his hands off there, automatic. Boom height kick out. The next automated function is return to carry. I'm sorry, we're going to go through return to dig first. Return to carry is the loader boom down. That's what Rick just went through. Detent forward. All he has to do, push it forward. The loader returns to that preset height, whether it's just above the ground or a couple 6 to 8 inches up for carrying a bucket, forks, different things. Return to dig. Return to dig is a little bit unique in our TMC and our tool carrier machines. Everybody's very familiar with return to dig. Great for using buckets to keep that cutting edge nice and flat. Great for the forks in this example. We can do that from 2 positions. Normally you have to dump the attachment. Have it dumped, throw it in, return to dig. We can do that in either position now. The bucket rolled back, throw it in, return to dig the other way as well. And that's adjustable right inside the cab. No need for a wrench, climbing out there, making adjustments, trying it again. Very nice feature in these machines. The next thing we're going to show is a little bit on the S. S from service, or S from stick with serviceability. We don't sacrifice serviceability with our tool carrier. Caterpillar does. We're going to go ahead and grease these 2 machines. Our plumbers are now service technicians. We're going to go through and just hit 1/2 of the rotor linkage just to show you the difference in timing. Lori's got 4 or 5 zerks. She's got a hit on this side of the machine. Scott's got about 12, and that's on 1/2 of the tractor. We have 10 fewer grease zerks than the Cat IT machine. So to accomplish a sort of parallel lift, Caterpillar sacrifices service. They have a lot more grease zerks, a lot more links, pins, all that kind of stuff that can wear out. We're just going to get you out of there. We don't have time to mess around with this, so just take a seat. We're just going to have to grease that machine later. We got work to do. Next thing we're going to do is talk about couplers. Okay, like we said, tool carrier customers are looking for a couple things. They're looking for a lift, and they're looking for a very versatile coupler. Let's go ahead and drop. Great. We give John Deere tool carrier customers versatility in spades. The Worksite Pro rotor coupler is not new to the backhoe. We offered that about 2 years ago. Very versatile. You can pick up Deere attachments. You can pick up JRB attachments that are designed for Deere backhoes. And you can pick up Cat IT attachments, which means Cat IT backhoes and small Cat IT four-wheel drive loaders. Different hook on spot, a little tougher visibility picking up a Cat attachment than a Deere. Now, one thing Bob's going to try to do with his Cat machine is pick up a Deere attachment. He's not going to be very successful. The Cat coupler will not pick up a Deere attachment. He's got it cobbled on there. Looks terrible. Let's get it out of here. Rick had no problem. He picked up that Cat attachment. So for those IT customers that have already invested a lot of money in attachments, they don't have to go out and buy new forks and general purpose buckets and all that good stuff. We sell them the machine. They can keep their old attachments. All right, Rick's going to drop the forks off. He's going to pick up a bucket. And we're going to bring in another machine. So what was the T from stick? Does anybody remember? It's kind of two things. Tool carrier, we definitely have a nice dedicated tool carrier to offer those customers that are versatility, pallet work, forks, buckets, all that good stuff. The other part of T is TMC, total machine control. And this is really neat. Lots of innovative stuff in this TMC machine. We're going to bring out the 410J TMC. Best way to identify a TMC machine is by the valves on the cylinders on the backhoe. We're going to get these guys lined up and do a little bit of digging. So TMC, total machine control, most innovative control system in the backhoe market. Joysticks right in the armrest. When you face forward, the right one's your rotor. When you face the back, they automatically become your backhoe controls, anticipating what the operator's doing. We're going to get Ken turned around. Again, I was saying, you can identify TMC by the valves on the cylinders. Those valves are out there for a couple different reasons. One is regenerative hydraulics. We can capture potential energy in functions like boom down, arm in, things like that are great for saving fuel, for speed, cycle times. We're going to have these guys swing the hoe over a little bit. We're going to go through another feature of the TMC machines. And that's what we like to call 3 speed modes. So, the loader guys do the front end the best. We stole blindly from them. The excavator guys do the back end the best. We stole from them. 3 speed modes on the back of this machine. We've got precision mode. We've got normal mode, which is essentially today's cycle times, and we've got high production mode, 20% faster than today's cycle times. On your left, we're going to show precision mode, craning mode. It's slow. It's great for pipe work, for craning, for setting manholes, all that good stuff. And on the right side, we're going to show high production mode, 20% faster cycle times than today. So we're going to go through one set of swing cycles, and I'm going to get these guys going. So you can see Ken is done. He's already at the stop. Precision mode takes a little bit longer. They're both wide open throttle. They're both holding the lever as fast as they can. They're going to go back to the middle. Great feature of the TMC machine is integrated AccuSwing. And what that means is, for customers that were concerned with the tail wag, with the machine not being as precise back to the trench, TMC anticipates that operator swinging back to the trench, and you're going to watch Kenny very smooth right back in there. Knows where he is, stops on a dime. We used to have to put an aftermarket valve in there for customers that really complained about it. No need to do it with a TMC machine. Kenny just repositioned. He didn't even have to turn around and reach for a loader lever. He has the mini joystick right in front of him. He can just raise that loader, use the backhoe to push him off, and he's done. If we look over at Rick in the 310XJ, you'll notice the seat's not facing directly to the back. He's offset a little bit. He's got those joysticks right in the armrest. He can sit anywhere he wants up to 90 degrees. So that's good if he's loading a truck off to the side for unmatched visibility, operator comfort, all that good stuff. Again, Kenny is offset. He's raising the loader. He's doing all kinds of stuff without reaching clear behind him, raising the loader, pushing himself along. We're going to go through a little something called full override mode right now. So watch the 410 on the right side of the stage here. Ken is going to reposition himself using the loader and backhoe at the same time. So that's full override. That's great if the machine's stuck in the mud. You've always heard the old saying, there's no such thing as a stuck backhoe. You can always push and pull yourself out of there. And that's what Kenny just went through. So the features of TMC that we saw the 3 speed modes, full override mode, using the loader, the backhoe at the same time. We also saw auto idle. Don't know if you heard it, but when the operator let go of the joysticks, just like in an excavator, if he lets go of those for 5 seconds, the machine automatically idles down. So 3 speed modes, auto idle, integrated AccuSwing, regenerative hydraulics, all kinds of good stuff that are going to save fuel, lower those operating costs. Truly innovative and really smart backhoe. You're going to have a chance over the next couple hours to get in the seat of these TMC machines and see what it's all about. That's where the rubber really meets the road, when you get in there and try it for yourself. So we have the 310J. Lily Glenzer from the training center. We're going to bring everybody in here. Let's give a little round of applause. Excellent demo. Rick Valenzuela, 310SJ tool carrier from the Core Valley demo site. Ken Bragg, 410J TMC machine again from the Core Valley demo site. And in the 710J, Scott Knox from the training center. Great job.